You know, I just thought of something. I should post on social media that I'm going to go live. It's never occurred to me to do that until just right now. So maybe, maybe next time. But as for today, we are continuing flooring and hopefully we can get it done. I feel like we should be able to. It's pretty hot in Texas today, so I mean, when isn't it? So I'm wearing lighter colors than I usually do. Typically, I really don't wear short sleeves, like even during the summer, but today was an exception. I, before going live this morning, I put down some more flooring off a stream, and you can see I got the flooring going all the way under my workbench. Like I said yesterday, I didn't want to do that on stream because I knew it was not going to be easy or pretty. I actually remembered to bring my viewfinder out. Let's see. There I am. So, oh, yeah. And I've been working out here with pretty much just my mallet, uh, a level that I was using like as a straight edge. And then towards the end of the stream yesterday, I remembered I had these tools out here as well. But today, I decided to bring my actual tool bag out here because I got tons of tools. I got the tools to do jobs like this. I just thought it would be way easier than it is. Like, I thought everything would just snap in, and I thought that I could easily, cut the board with just a utility knife and use a straight edge to try to keep it straight. But I actually have a straight edge, like a square, and some other materials that I can use. And if need be, I got an all American stapler. So like I'm trying to say, I got options. I just didn't think I would have to take them. But today I said, why not just go ahead and bring the tool bag out there and just so it'll be handy if I do need them. I was wondering what I did with my Sawzall blades. They're down. Yeah. You know what? You know freaking what? I'm sitting here playing with metal and grabbing Sawzall blades, and I'm just not wearing gloves. So I'm correcting that mistake right now. See if anyone is saying anything. Hello, Clinton Maxwell. How are you doing today? Yeah, I guess everyone's at work. Losers. I'm joking, by the way. I know I'm not going to get a ton of viewers in the middle of a work day. This is just streaming for fun and watch time hours. And as I'm sure you can see as well, I moved. Another reason I wanted to go ahead and do everything under the workbench is because I wanted to move all of the stuff that was still on the undone floor. I wanted to get it the heck out of the way. So I did a section there underneath the workbench so that I could just move stuff towards the door to get it out of my way so I can do this towards the back of the farm. And this workbench right here, it's super lightweight, so it's not going to be a hassle to lift it up to put a board right here in the same way as this Yukon workbench was. The Yukon workbench is very sturdy. It's like really well built, like good materials and stuff. I built it, so it's not well built. It's together. Like, I didn't do a bad job per se. Like, I got all the drawers in here and all the like the floorboards, let's call them. But this drawer is the only one that doesn't pull out all the way. It only goes halfway. I'm assuming it's because I didn't do something right. But other than that, all the other drawers are fine. So for me, that is very, very successful. That was for me. Every time I say for me, I think of Bill Burr saying, like, for me, is one of his really old comedy specials. Way easier. Just checking the chat. I believe people are still at work. That was not cool. I need to be more careful. Let me get a drink real quick. All right, that was all of the oak for one of the packages of all the oak. It wasn't all of it. Let me grab the other package. I can move this over a little bit now. Take off one of my gloves. You know what? Actually, I don't need to do that. Got this. Got a trash bag. Over here, I have all my electrical. Let's see. This was a light stand, like a floodlights, but you can do whatever with the lights. Like, so what I'm saying is they were removable, like detachable. So I repurposed this tripod. I was thinking about repurposing it as like a tripod for my cameras, but that's not really necessary, so I didn't. It is getting kind of warm in here. 77, 78. Hello, how you doing out there? You having a good day? I know I am. Got some boards, and that's a good day. Put that down so you can see me working. I mean, that's why you're here, right? I'm debating if I need to go ahead and put a board right there under that leg, because that would kind of secure it a little bit better than I have it secured. Yeah, I mean, I can get more of the oak boards if I need to. OSHA violations? I never heard of it. What are you talking about? I mean, do you see an ocean? I don't see an ocean, so what could I possibly violate? It's starting to look like a floor. Sorry, just wanted to make the connection a little bit more secure. Got gap, got a lot of gaps, but what I'm talking about right here. Move this. There we go. But yeah, in between the wall and the boards I got down right now. And it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of space right here where these boards, they're different, so they don't snap in, as well as, you know, the same. Sorry, let me gather my thoughts. There's going to be a little bit of space in between these two boards because it's two different kinds of boards. These right here I got from Walmart. They were on clearance for $10 a pack, and they're waterproof. I would have liked to get enough of this to do the whole mushroom farm, but there was only 2 packages available. And once I realized that this wasn't going to cover the whole shed mushroom farm, I went back to Walmart and to check their clearance section where I originally found these, just to see if I could find some more. Like maybe some got, you know, pushed behind some other products, you know, stuff like that. But alas, they didn't. So I had to go to Lowe's and I got these boards, which are, I guess, technically higher quality. They're not waterproof, and they were $21 a box. Whereas, like I say, these were only 10. But I got these on clearance, so I ain't trying to make a federal case about it, you know. Ooh, gotta catch my breath. Okay. But yeah, they don't snap together like I would have liked them to. But that's okay. I think I might actually have enough material to finish. Fingers crossed. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. There we go. I'm going to try to glide this board in. Maybe I can get it to work a little better on these oak. Let me see. There we go. This board, yeah, this one right here is just broken. a piece of the lip is missing, so I thought they couldn't connect properly, but it looks like they actually can. So I take back my earlier statements. Happily. Like, I was wrong. I'm so happy I was wrong. It's great. I'm doing this backwards. I tell you, this is beautiful. Has anyone here seen the poster for the new season of King of the Hill? If you haven't, it looks pretty good. It's just the poster, it's not a trailer. But I like the way everyone looks, or at least Hank, Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer. I didn't notice any other characters like Bobby or Peggy. At first, I really wasn't that interested in a King of the Hill reboot, but the closer we get to it, I'm actually starting to get a little bit excited because Mike Judd, he hasn't missed a beat. Like a lot of the reboots and remakes that are, being produced right now, a lot of the time I'm not interested because the original producers or creators or whoever, if they're not involved, or if they are involved but they lost their passion and they're obviously just doing it for a paycheck, which I get. Like, I wish I had Hollywood connections and an IP attached to my name that I could just coast off of for the rest of my life. I mean, doesn't everybody, right? I mean, I'm sure there's some authentic artists out there that would hate to be pigeonholed like that. And I understand that as well. But it's like, do that on the side, and just exploit whatever IP you did come up with, milk it, get as much money as you can, another way to put it, as much capital as you can off of the product, and invest that into what you're actually passionate about now. Because, people change. Their passions change. Their interests change. So if, Mike Judd had decided, I've done everything I can with King of the Hill, and he had no passion for it anymore, I wouldn't want to see the show come back. You know what I mean? But it seems like he actually is still with it. And I don't think he had anything to do with the production of that show. What is it? Side Effects, Common Side Effects. I think the name of the show is Common Side Effects. But he's a voice actor of one of the characters on the show. And I really like the character, so that also helped make me excited for the new season of King of the Hill. Hi. That's what I do when I'm thinking. I don't even think. I don't think. I don't think. You know what? I'm just going to shut up. So, like I mentioned, I brought my tools, some of my tools, the ones that were in the tool bag, over here to the mushroom farm to use in the flooring process. And the reason I didn't have them out here before is because I thought this was going to go a lot smoother than it has. And yesterday on stream, I was trying to cut the laminated floorboard, which is the waterproof one, with this knife. And I was having success. You know, it wasn't going terrible. But even though I was using this as a straight edge, I was still getting, I'm looking for the piece. Oh, yeah, I put it down. Some pretty uneven edges, which is problematic. So I decided to bring my Dremel out here, rotary tool, instead of my skill saw, because that really seriously felt like it would be overkill. Let me move these real quick. So I can hear you yelling from your house, car, office, wherever you're watching this from. Like, what is a rotary tool, specifically one with a drill bit on it? How is that going to help you cut straight edges? Well, if you would quit your yapping and listen, I'll show you. I have these little skill saw blades for the rotary. Move this. I use the drill bit to make holes in my modified jar lids for FAE, free air exchange. But I'm not doing that right now. I need to grab screwdriver real quick. That one was way too big. And also not a screwdriver, it was a drill. But I got a screwdriver right here. Gotta be careful right here because I don't want to lose a washer. Ooh, there we go. What the heck am I doing? Okay, this bit is not like the drill bit. I've said in other videos and streams that I really want to get into woodworking. That's why I have the Yukon workbench and the rotary tool. I just haven't had the opportunity to do a deep dive into it yet. So I don't have everything mastered as far as the order of operations. What am I doing wrong? I've attached all of this stuff before. Now the drill bit, the way you put these on, so you have this little gasket or and you put, you know what, that's what I was doing wrong. I didn't put the gasket on this piece. It's not a gasket, it's more of a washer bolt. Maybe this needs to go in, right? And then this needs to go on, right? Push down the lock. Then put on this, right? There we go. Okay, there we go. I was starting to wonder, like, what step am I forgetting? It was the golden notch thingy step. So now let's take this saw blade, put it on the bolt. The washer is already on the bolt. Put on the blade. Let me turn the blade over. Whoops. Put on the other washer, like so. Now, I learned from experience that you want to start this thing on the lowest setting. Because one day I had the saw blade just fly off and bounce across my garage floor, and Darcy was in the garage with me, and thank God nothing bad happened. But I learned my lesson. Okay. I just wanted to try to make sure, or I wanted to make sure that the blade was secure. Let me just do a extra twist. There we go. Make sure this is all the way down. Yep. Okay. The main thing I was doing there, one, I was holding it away from myself, but also I was inspecting the blade and making sure there was no wobble to it. And I did not notice any wobble, and I did turn this all the way up. So I feel like I would have seen a wobble if there was one to be seen. Now, yesterday, like I said, I was using this as a straight edge to, cut stuff. But it's not really for that. I mean, it's a flat, straight edge. I mean, it's a level, right? But I don't want to damage it. So today I actually have a square. So hopefully, maybe, perhaps, this will go better today. Let me put this is the battery. I'm going to put it over on the workbench. I'm going to use this stool as a platform to make some cuts. I'll put this triangle over here for now. There. Move this over. This down. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put this over here so I don't accidentally cut myself. I remember thinking, Cody, bring something to write with over to the mushroom farm. Did I do it? Did I do it? I mean, I kind of did, but I haven't cut the wood away, shaved it. I can hopefully just use this. It was a good start. Whittle, whittle, whittle the wood. This is officially a wood whittling YouTube channel. Strap in, folks. Make sure this is even ground. All right. Make sure it's good angle. Oh, look. I didn't expect to actually see chats. I'm going to grab my viewfinder so I can read the chat. Mushroom Mister. Hi. Hello. Tash. Is this the side where the door is? No. Gloves look sturdy. Which brand? Filico? Filico? I love these gloves. They look Italian, but yeah, these gloves I'm actually trying to take good care of. Nice. Safety first. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Cody Carpentry. Cody's Carpentry. Oh, do you know me? Do we know each other? Hello, Tash. Person that knows me. I might have said my name on the channel before. I'm sure I have. Let me put this back down real quick. Fate machine. Sorry, I'll be right there, guys. I just had to take care of my addiction. It never goes away. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I have a rotary tool, and I'm cutting boards to do more flooring. Move this back a little bit. It works. This is awesome. Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm trying to be extra careful because I'm kind of known for being extra super clumsy. And I don't feel like going to the ER because I live in America. I don't have health insurance. So, being extra cautious, like I was saying. Oh, I didn't even have this thing turned halfway up. I got a bigger triangle around here somewhere. Um, um, there it is. Never cut towards yourself. Turn this back down before I gotta use it again. I didn't even have it turned up a quarter of the way. Like I said earlier, I really don't have a lot of experience using it, so I'm not turning it all the way up because, out of an abundance of caution, I don't want to accidentally kill myself, because that thing, it's a spinning blade like a wheel. So once it's riding, it's going. So if I were to accidentally hit myself, like, just being myself and how clumsy and absent-minded I could be, I could see myself having that thing on full blast and just freaking going right down the main artery and being like, oh my God, I'm going to die in a mushroom farm. And I would just prefer not to have that experience. So I'm, like I said, I was being very cautious with it. There we go. And if you have the right tools, you can be cautious with it. So what I did is I cut a line across the top, and then I used pliers to bend it down. And now I'm going to use the utility knife to cut the rubber underneath. I was about to break my rule. I just said never cut towards yourself. I was about to do it. I feel like every time I go to cut something, I begin in the position to just straight up go right towards myself, and I have to catch myself every time. But that's fine as long as I'm actually catching myself and not going, actually cutting towards me. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah, a little bit more even than it was, slightly. How? Yesterday, I had Go Off by Doja Cat stuck in my head like all day or all afternoon. But today, I have a different song stuck in my head. And it went away and was immediately replaced with Go Off. So I can't remember what it even was now. Hello, people. Hum, hum, hum. Creator created. Na, 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 na. Broom. This little slither that I cut off with the Dremel. I keep calling it a Dremel. The rotary tool I'm going to use to fill in this gap right here. And I can continue to do that as needed. Grab a couple of these oak boards. I think I might actually finish this today. I can't believe it. What time is it? That'll give me a rough, yeah. It's 2:20, I think. Yeah, we're good. I think I'm out of waterproof boards. So let's see if these will even fit. No. Da, 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 da. Grabbing a tape measure and a drink. These two things. Now these boards I might actually want my skill saw for. We'll see. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm talking about. So the oak going side to side is too long. See? So that's why I grabbed the tape. I do wonder. Roll your chair. Okay, so I will use this waterproof piece. Okay, so I'm going to use this waterproof piece to cut a square to fill this gap right here. I'm going to keep this oak board right there. I'm looking at the camera. And I'm going to measure from here to the other oak boards right there. And then I'm going to cut these, almost said uck boards. I'm going to cut these oak boards to fit in there, between there. That is the current plan that I have. But I'm going to sit down for a second on my roller chair. Yeah, you got that right. It rolls. I know. Don't act like you're not impressed. Sitting on my rolly chair with my foamy fans. How y'all doing out there? Y'all having a good day? Mine is going really good because I think I'm going to finish this flooring job today, which is awesome because I've been working on it for 3 days and I thought it was going to take 2 hours. But that's how it usually goes, right? That's right. Pants. Grab my vapor machine. For the insulation foam that got on the ground, I have a plan. I'm glad I brought my tool bag out here. Right there. Yes. I love the sound this thing makes. Like, I don't know how well that's picking up, but I love it. Love it. But I'm going to use a paint scraper to scrape the foam that got on the floor up. I better be careful, or else people will start thinking I actually know what I'm doing, and like that would be bad. I have an air purifier right over here on a chair. I guess I really don't need it on right now. Oh. Okay. I was not lying when I said I am clumsy. Move this for right this second so that I can scrape the foam up that was underneath it. Make sure my pants are pulled up so that I don't moon you people. There we go. Sweet. What's already loose up. Full around the electrical tripod. Yep, I think it's good. Now, this board in the corner, make sure it's even. Yeah. And then I am going over here to grab this. And then I'm going over here to grab this. Somewhere safe. The brad nails are sticking up just a tiny little bit, but I don't want them sticking up at all because I don't want to go get a tetanus shot. So, hammer time. There we go. And I found out, and it should have been painfully obvious, but I found out the hard way that you cannot nail the brad nails with the mallet because it's rubber and it just punctures the mallet head. I'm a real melon head for thinking it would work. I'm using there's a line here on the floor where the boards are connected, like the ones I'm putting the planks over, and I'm using that to make sure I got a straight line. So 34 34 and 1/4. That's how much space I need. Take this board here. Maybe I can do it without grabbing my skill saw. Maybe not. We shall see. I'm going to go back to the line in the floor. Make sure this is aligned. Back a little tiny bit. Gotta grab my battery. Grab the rotary tool. Grabbing a little bit of a couple of pieces of equipment, viewfinder, foam pads, and squares. There we go. There we go. What were we doing? Where am I? What am I? How am I? Now, I haven't used the rotary tool on the oak. I've only used it on the waterproof boards. I imagine, I'm assuming, I'll let y'all know if I was right, that the oak is not going to cut as smoothly or as easily as the waterproof board, because oak is a hard wood and that's like laminated board that looks like wood. It's not actually wood like this oak is. But hey, about to find out, right? Let me take a hit off the nicotine vape. And I am going to use the rotary to try to do this. And if it doesn't work too well, I'll move the stream outside where I will go grab my skill saw and finish up the job. But, got to get the nicotine to have the steady hands. Don't start smoking or vaping, kids. Like, seriously, don't do it. It's so stupid. It's like just so dumb. But here I am. I was not expecting sparks. That was surprising. I don't think there's metal in the wood. At first, I thought I must have been hitting the square, but I wasn't because the square moved back and it was still sparking. Maybe it's just not going fast enough. Thinking. Think. Grabbing my rotary tools. Let's see what all I got. I'm thinking a smaller saw blade might actually be the way to go for this. Like I said earlier, I'm not super experienced with a rotary tool, so everyone is watching me learn, and hopefully they can learn as well in the process. Grabbing a screwdriver. Oop, shouldn't have done that. That was bad. You know what? I got a better freaking tape measure. This one doesn't want to go. There we go. Like a actual heavy duty contractor's tape measure. Woo! Woo! You know what? That was fucking stupid. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear there, but geez, that was dumb. See what I mean? See what I mean? About trying to be as cautious as I can. Because I hit that freaking power button when I was doing this, and I could have. Whew. Looking for a flat surface so my washers don't roll away. Let me get something a little bit smaller. I'm thinking this one. Oh. Take off this glove so I can use the science of condensation to pick up this washer, because the moisture on my hand will cause it to stick. Switch hands before I grab that blade. Switch hands again. That light blinking over there is my studio light, which is a Craftsman workshop light. But a light's a light, right? I can go turn the power down. Maybe it'll last a little bit longer. Make sure I get this nice and secure. I think that's about this one there is going to get. Yeah. I heard you the first time. I'll just turn it off because I think I had it on the low setting. There you go. reattach the battery. Put the screwdriver over here so I don't lose it. Baba Booey, man, my dude. Any thoughts on global warming today? Yeah, sure. It's bad. We should have done something about it, but I think it's a little too late now, and we're just going to have to deal with the consequences, which humans have always done. I mean, we always open Pandora's box, and then we're all like, oh my God, what are these, unimaginable horrors coming out of Pandora's box? Who could have imagined opening Pandora's box would lead to such devastation? And then, about 100 years later, we're like, hey guys, I was down in the basement yesterday, and I noticed there's a Pandora's box down there. You guys want to go open it? And everyone's like, hell yeah. That is the story of mankind, and it would be wise to accept that as truth and operate under that presumption. That's what I do. It's either that or freaking go crazy. Ask me more controversial questions. I want to drive some engagement on the channel. I'm not going to just start rambling about controversial topics, but if you ask, I'm not going to lie to you. Skill saw? Yeah, I know. I know. I should be using a skill saw. I was thinking about that earlier, but I was hoping that this rotary would be able to just, do it real quick like, but I'm discovering that is not the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a field trip. We're going outside. Pick this up. Got a saw blade over here I definitely want to pick up. A saw blade on there that I should probably take off. You know what? I'm going to keep it on there because I might need it for corners. But I am going to put you over here. Put you right here. And then move you over here. Actually, you can stay right there. This up. Awesome. Da, 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 da. So good. So much fun. Got all this stuff in my way. I gotta clear a path just for me to get out of here. for the people that weren't here whenever I started, you can see that I have taken care of a good bit more of the flooring here. I got everything down under the still air box there. Oh, it stopped streaming for a second. But I got under the still air box in the Cobalt workbench. I got all of the Yukon workbench. The only thing that's left is this square that I gotta go grab the skill saw for so I can cut these oak boards into the right length. And I'm keeping that oak board there, like along the wall, because the oak was too long even without the plank there in the corner. So I've decided to do it this way. Hear my neighbors out here, so I gotta make sure I don't get them on camera. Oh yeah, I should have said make sure you cover your eyes. We're going outside. So this is the part of my yard that I have some other stuff set up in. I'm gonna widen the base of the tripod. Hello, people, from a different angle. That made it taller, not wider. we go. Here we go. There we go. A little bit more. Not quite. There we go. See what I was doing. The bolt. And now I'm going to go get my skill saw. I'll be right back. I'm also grabbing a different microphone. Charged. Da, 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 da. La 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 la. There we go. Grab this battery that was dying. Okay. Now I can make my way over to where the skill saw is. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Got the skill saw. And as you can see, I already had a couple of sawhorses set up out here, as well as a saw table, because I have been doing non-stop work since the second 2025 started. And I also have this tool that I haven't really been able to use yet, but I really liked it and got a deal on it. So I was like, I'll find use for it. It was one of those deals where it's like, buy the battery, get the tool free, or vice versa. You know what? I should probably grab the boards I'm going to cut. I'll be right back. I guess everyone in the neighborhood decided to get some work done today, which, that's cool. I like seeing that kind of stuff. All right. This over here. Now, when I worked at a place called Clayton Homes, you were absolutely not allowed to use a saw with gloves on. Hello, Tash. My cock. Whereabouts do you live? West Coast? No, I freaking wish I was on the West Coast. No, I'm in Texas. East Texas. If you Google what city used to be the cotton capital of the world in the 19th century, you will find out exactly where I live. But that's all you're going to get out of me. Does that battery usually last? The Craftsman battery for the shop light? Yes. I can leave that light on for like 3 days straight. And, it'll be on the verge of death, but it'll still be on low setting. Like on high setting, maybe 2 days. Maybe. I'm going to go grab my hand sweep. Where is it? Where's it at? There it is. Well, what about my vape machine? Might already be outside. Might be right here. No. This. Making sure I got all my tools. think I got everything. Sorry I keep leaving y'all with dead air. I apologize for that. But I had to go get my sweep hand broom to clean this table off, and I wanted to get my square and my triangle. Because I'm about to teach y'all geometry. My views go to 0, I lose 20 subs. This is the table I took the leaf out of. Well, this is the leaf. The rest of the table is behind it. So I had those gears and levers that I was showing off on stream the other day. This is where they came from. And I say show off like it's actually something worth showing off. I just mean showing to the peoples. And you're the peoples. And I was right. My vape machine already was out here. Now, I don't have any sandbags, but I do have bags I can fill with rocks. These are grow bags, but you know, I can put rocks in them. And I do have a lot of rocks over here in my moat. I should have put my gloves on. What is this? I'm going to bring it over there and ask y'all. I think it's a metal door stopper, right? Right? But yeah, I got rocks over there in my moat because I have a moat. Because of course I do. Look at me, God. And for those of you that don't know, this is to hold the plank in place while I cut it. So you see, Mike, I kind of know what I'm doing. Kinda. Just kind of. To the people that want nothing more than to see me hurt myself, stay tuned. I mean, it's not going to happen, but it's more likely to happen with a skill saw in my hands. Way easier. Now let's go see if it's the right size before I cut the rest. Yeah, you're coming with me. You're not going all the way because I'd have to adjust the base of the tripod. It's just a smidgen, just a little tiny little bit too short. Trying to find some level ground for y'all. Good view. And like, I mean, just a smidgen longer. The third line of the triangle. Flip these over. I think we're good. Check the chat real quick. Got my viewfinder. Okay, Baba Booey, I'm sure they make a beautiful couple. I'm sure any relationship that they are a part of is a beautiful couple, a beautiful pairing. Using the square to make sure everything is even on the back end. Hello, people. How y'all doing? Before I go back in the mushroom farm, I'm going to adjust the base of this tripod. No one lives back there, so I don't feel too bad about them getting on camera because they don't exist. I wanted to check my battery life. I also want to put my gloves back on. I'm hugging the tripod so it don't fall over. It flipped. It flipped. There we go. Sorry about that. Grab my viewfinder. And the drink. And my boards. Got air conditioner in here. So much better. I've got one last oak panel plank that is uncut. Y'all can see the fruits of my labor. Skilson. See how they fit. Hope I did it right. Just a little too long. Let's see if I can hammer it out. What I need to do is glide it in from the back. That's what she said. Hello again. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. friends, my habits, my enemies. Save me so much to me. I don't know if I can. All right. Sorry about that weird all right, but all right. I did the thing. I actually did the thing. I can't believe it. Oh my god. The only section that's missing any flooring is this one little section back here. I have one more oak panel. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it down here in the middle. I left my hand broom outside, but I got a normal broom too. Ah. There's a beam right here I forgot about. See if we can go this side at least. No, I don't think so. I completely forgot about this beam right here. It's no big deal though. It's a floor. It works. It's walkable. Yeah. 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 Yeah, guys. Yeah. Yes. Indeed. Indubitably. Mike Oxbig is Mike Oxbig. Okay, I get it. In the house. No, Mike Oxbig is not here, but my cock is. No. My cock is. The internet is proud of you. I know, Baba Booey. Thank you very much for saying it, though. Everybody wants a little bit of reassurance and validation every once in a while. Oh, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now I need to finish putting up the Reflecton so that my ceiling isn't this. But I'm very satisfied with the flooring. Maybe not. No, it's good. I do need to cut that board. I'm going to cut a square in it so that I can put it around this beam and it'll kind of lock in both of these rows. It's going to be awesome. So much fun. But that's enough for now. 9 more seconds. 5 more and we'll hit 2.5 hours. That's 2.5 hours. Later, guys.